Hey everybody, what's up? It's Ted here, and I'm gonna try to keep this kind of quick. I'm sick, so I sound like shit. But here's my response to a lot of the videos and just stuff I've seen on the internet in the past, I'd say a week and a half. Um, Dan Savage. Dan Savage, you're the man. I love Savage Love. I think it's funny. Most of the time, I agree with the advice that you have, and I even salute you and give you kudos for starting the It Gets Better project. In the words of Harvey Milk, you gotta give them hope. And that's what you're doing. And while I appreciate the message of hope that you're sending, I believe that more needs to be done. In my opinion, the queer community, trans folk included, we have mostly been a reactionary community. We react when bad shit happens to us. When our rights are taken away, we react. When we die, when we commit suicide, when we're murdered, we react. Rarely do we as a community take the time to be proactive, and rarely do we participate in preventative measures to help stop the heartache, to help stop the suicides, the tragedies, etc. that are currently plaguing us as a community right now, and our country as a community. We've lost 6 young people in the past 2 weeks due to suicide because they were being bullied, they were being harassed, and it's bullshit. Most of us know what's going on. We know when somebody is being harassed or bullied or, just fucked with, for lack of a better term. We know that it happens. And instead of us going through preventative measures to stop it, we wait until Tyler jumps off a bridge. Or until, Asher hangs himself. That's what we wait until. We wait until those terrible things happen to make any types of moves to stop something that most of us have had knowledge of all along. Most of us were either bullied ourselves, we stood silently and watched others be bullied, or we actively participated in the bullying that went on. I'm 24 years old. I can actually say that not only was I bullied, but a lot of times I saw other people be bullied, and I didn't say anything because I was afraid. As I got older, this is middle school and high school. As I got older, I started saying, fuck it. If you ask my girlfriend, who is now officially my fiance, she'll tell you, I yell at little kids in the fucking restaurants who say shit like, that's so gay. I yell at them right in front of their parents. I tell kids, don't say that. Or, what's gay? Or I say things like, oh, that's so straight. To illustrate the point of how, gay does not equate dumb. I do those things because it's important. Because I may be the only person to set that kid straight. Even if it's just for the day. That kid now knows, oh, that's not cool. I shouldn't do that. The dude on True Life told me not to do that. Cool. I won't. I'm doing what I can as an individual to help. Personally, I love GLSEN. Gay, lesbian, straight education network. I love GLSEN. GLSEN was there for me when I was in high school. They supported my school's Gay Straight Alliance. They came and talked to us about homophobia, about our rights as young people, about the importance of being politically knowledgeable and active. They provided us with literature for coming out, helped us with planning events for Coming Out Day, Day of Silence. That's what they did. They were proactive in our community to help stop things like bullying, to help combat things like bullying and harassment. Those are the types of organizations that we should all be linking up with. The Trevor Project and other, hotlines that allow them meaning LGBT youth, to call and get advice, get support. Awesome things to be hooked up with. Not so much a fan of the HRC. If you see my previous videos, you know why. Transphobic! But hook up with groups that actually make a difference in the community. If you can't find one of those groups, then start your own. If you live in an area that has a pride center, an LGBT center, a club, a website, something, hook up with them and start a youth support group. If you are on a college campus and your school has an LGBT group, awesome. Why don't you guys go to the high schools and either start or become mentors to and support their schools' gay straight alliances? You can do. There's lots of things that you can do to help show a young person that you care, that they're not alone, and that if we work together, life will get better. So, just my take. If you want to join me, I am personally planning to continue to do these things and continue to make myself an example of, hey, here's this guy, he grew up poor, and now look at him. MTV superstar! Just kidding about the superstar stuff. But, my life is getting better. It's not perfect, but it's getting better. And you have to stop being so reactionary and actually jump in there and get shit done. So, with that, if you like this video, pass it along. If not, then I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. Once again, I apologize for the sickness, but I had to get this out there. So, message me, send me your comments. If you want to get more information on how to get involved, I can help you there too. Just let me know what part of the country you're in or what country you're in. I forgot YouTube is international. So, that's awesome. And I hope everyone is having a safe, productive, fantastic day. Peace!